I was pregnant with my twins, and so Jenny and I were very excited that we were pregnant at the same time. Jenny, she just said, I can't believe it. And she said, this isn't the way that I envisioned things for myself. She said, I wanted to be married and do it the expected way. You know, she said, this isn't how I planned for things to turn out. But she didn't want a relationship with a father. If she had to raise her child on her own, that's what she was going to do. Whatever it took, she was going to figure it out. I met the father maybe once or twice in passing. It wasn't someone that she brought around. I honestly used to joke with her, what's with that guy? Because he didn't seem very, nothing special to me. Let's put it that way.
And Central for the following units for radio check 604. 604 for radio check.
Mm-hmm. 618 went to Tritone and 615 was unable to contact him.
If you were calling me, sorry, I haven't seen what happened.
All units, radio checks complete, 2235.
I flashed the vehicle with my spotlight. I didn't see any movement inside the vehicle. So at that point I figured either somebody's out walking around or the vehicle's abandoned. About that time, Tim's pulling up.
604, I don't know if 18 advised, but I'm here with him.
Copy.
I said, what do you think? He says, oh no. He was walking up towards the passenger side of the car, and I started to walk kind of towards the driver's side corner. As I got closer, I saw the back driver's door was open. I saw the cord running to the top of the car. Took a few more steps, and I saw her laying on the ground. Purse was laying there, so pulled the purse out to ID the driver. The first thing I see was a folded up piece of paper. So I unfolded the paper and I read it. It was an obvious suicide note. Found the ID, and at that point I went, oh. I looked at Tim, I said, I know this girl. I know this girl.
Sean Waterman pulled out the suicide letter and showed it to me. And I read like maybe a quarter of it, and I said, my daughter did not write this single-spaced, typed letter. It was just so not her. Everybody would have had their own note, and it would have been written in glittery pen or something, you know. And then he asked me, do you know she was pregnant? And I said, yes. I said, she's 8.5 months pregnant. Sean Waterman said, do you know who the father is? And I said, yes, Ken Blue. And Waterman's face just turned like white. He had to sit down on the couch. And he said, oh, that's my officer that reported the suicide.
police gathered evidence from Ken Blue's home, pickup truck, police department locker, and cell phones and computers.
We received analysis back from the Michigan State Police Crime Laboratory yesterday, and based upon those test results, we issued the 4-count warrant.
I am here at the jail where a Buena Vista Township police officer was booked tonight.
The Kenneth Blue trial is starting today. Blue is charged on 4 counts, including first-degree premeditated murder in the strangulation death of Jenny Webb. A packed courtroom heard opening arguments from the prosecution and defense.
He killed Jenny Webb and made it look like something it wasn't. And that person, ladies and gentlemen, is that man right there, Kenneth Blue.
Sweating profusely the way he was, his right eye, how it looked, which was unusual. His reaction when he found the body was unusual to me.
I remember every time I moved to talk to, he was right there. Whenever I tried to talk to one of the officers, he was right there.
Sergeant Waterman opened the phone and I saw what the phone had said. There was a name that was brought up that said Ken Cop Boo. I literally reached down and unsnapped my gun because I didn't know where it was going to go from there. I didn't know how Officer Boo was going to react to finding his name on the phone.
The last incoming call received on Miss Webb's phone prior to her death was from Ken Blue's phone. Also, I observed a series of text message exchanges between Miss Webb and Ken Blue.
According to Varani, there are 3 types of neck compression, one by ligature, one manually leaving bruises, and a third that he says killed Jenny Webb.
I tried to flex my elbow and apply the pressure. The pressure applied in the neck, but it would not leave any outside injury, but still prevents the blood going back and forth from the brain. When mothers die, circulation stops. The placenta does not get new oxygen, and baby ends up dying within a matter of minutes.
Premeditated murder.
A quick decision decides the fate of Kenneth Blue, guilty on 4 counts in the death of Jennifer Webb and their unborn son.
It's over. We don't have to keep going through with all this. And hopefully now he can sit back and contemplate what he's done.
An evil monster is the only words that I can think of for you. So go to your cage and think about how you squeezed the life and breath out of my daughter and grandson. And I hope it haunts you every day for the rest of your life.
It's hard to heal from something like this. You can't, You can't lose a child like that and expect to ever get over it.
I'm happy that this all came down the way it did, but she's still not coming back.